What's going on, everybody? You're rocking with DJ F.M.I, and I'm live here in Texas, Houston to be exact. It's been one hell of a tour, but right here in front of me today, I got Greg. How are you feeling tonight, my brother?
I'm feeling great. We've been having a great time on tour. The energy's been great, so my levels are up all the way for sure.
All right, so what's the energy been since you landed here in Texas? Like, has there been like some Southern comfort? Do you feel the love in the air?
Or the Southern hospitality. Yeah. Southern hospitality is one of one for sure. Anytime I go down south, I appreciate that for sure.
That's fire. That's fire. So, Greg, we have you here on the platform. You know, Chi-Town has put together a wonderful cast of artists to have here on tour, and I have the time here today to interview some of you. And I've been looking forward to my interview with you. I've come across your music over the year, and especially the record Steppers. I want to talk a little bit more into that a little bit later on. But let the viewers know right now, who is Greg? And tell us about your musical journey, your beginnings, what has brought you to the mic, and certain things that you're looking for in your musical career. Let's start there.
All right, for sure. My name is Greg James. That's the name my mother gave me first off, so no one can take my name. I got a Polish last name, Molesky. I'm Italian, Polish, Irish. My parents grew up in Philly. That's where I was born. I was always around music growing up, all types of music. That's hip hop, country, rock, anything, you name it. So I had a big exposure to a variety of sounds that influence my music now. So I'm a jack of all trades type of guy. So I like to make a lot of different sounds and push the limits. Like I hear something new, get myself uncomfortable, keep trying out. So that's a goal. But with music and where I started, I was a Division I collegiate runner. In college, I did the decathlon.
How the hell you end up here? You put down trophies and scholarships to be here, man?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sacrifices have to be made to get to where you want to be for sure. So, I left that behind 2 years in after my sophomore year. I called it quits. My body kind of was just giving out on me. But I always had like that passion of making music. I was 14. I wrote my first diss track. And one of my teammates on the football team. That's how it started. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what you're saying is your first time rapping was because I would say you was in a situation where you were angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what motivated you to write. All right. So what did it sound like? Give me the first 8 bars.
No, it was so bad.
No.
It's out of my memory. It's actually out of my memory. Like it's a blip. It was so bad. And when I did it, it was It wasn't embarrassing. But it was like, damn, I did worse than the guy I was up against. And that motivated me to do better. So when I wrote my first actual song, after that, I was like, shit, I'm kind of good at this.
Real. So let me ask you a question. Okay. You know, everybody's new here to your music, and right. I do like where you're coming from. So what made you get to your name? Like when you first started rapping at 14 and you did that diss track, what were you going by that name? Like what was your rap name?
There was no rap name at the time. It was just fucking standing up for myself. But once I came up with a rap name, it was really like, shit, I didn't know. I was like, GRG. There was a couple names like.
Let me hit it. All right, where's what GRG? What were you using that for? That was just because it's like a rendition on your name.
Yeah, it's just like Greg something because like Greg's not a very common name in my generation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's like an older school name. So like off rip, and I mean like Rick James, bro. Rick James. So it's Greg James, bitch, and I love that. That's my mantra right now. My mother don't like me swearing too much, so I don't really be saying that.
So we're going to keep it. Hey, it's that VPR Radio Chi-Town exclusive interview with DJ F.M.I. So, you know what I mean?
You're getting it all.
It's got to be authentically
you. Getting it all.
So 14, you hop off the porch writing a diss song, and that now has spurred you to a career where you're in Texas. So let's touch on what was your first performance like, and where was it?
Yo, my first performance was at a shoe store, Middleborough, Massachusetts. 15 minutes from where I live. So funny story. Being from the burbs, you don't really know or have many connections in the music industry. And I say that's one disadvantage, right? So I'm at a fire at I do waterproofing. One of my coworkers had a fire. I meet one of his friends. He's doing a show in Middleborough. He needs someone to open up and rap. Like, all right, I've never done a show. I'm like, sure, fuck. I got surprised by all my friends and family, rolled up 60 deep, sold out the event. Fucking everyone had matching shirts and shit, and that was my first show.
Yo, you don't fucking hear that a lot.
And
I'm sorry for Kurt. This is my interview and his interview, but normally when artists have like their first shows, there's nobody in the crowd that's looking for you, or the support system's not there. So when I'm hearing your story, you said you had like 60 deep. I don't know if you're exaggerating on it,
No.
but even if you aren't, that's hella love. Is that something that comes from your area? Like, does that happen a lot in Boston? Do people show love to artists in Boston? And that's a better question.
I would say like Boston love is very like different from a lot of other cities in terms of like people are a little more reserved and like you gotta earn your stripes type of deal, right? So where I'm from, like people are very supportive, and I'm not gonna say I'm not like it's not that way. But I couldn't say I expected that outcome like at my first show. I was just like, holy shit, like, and it felt great.
This is real life.
That's when that shit changed my life for real. So that's
when you started to put down the
that was only a year and a half ago. That was only a year and a half ago. That was 2023, July.
This is all fresh.
That was July of 2023. Yep. So
this is all fresh to you.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So now, fast forward to Two Steppers. Let's hear the inception. How did you meet Shy? Because Shy has put together these huge showcases. I've been DJing with her. We have a lot planned tour-wise for the rest of the year. How did you meet Chi-Town? Explain that.
Shout out to Boss Jan in Boston and Providence. He's always doing events. He had posted something about doing an event with Shy and Scott Morris in Prov, and I was like, shit, my competition, you know, A&R's in the building. I saw that. I was like, yeah. So I went, I did my thing. There was like 30 artists there. I forget who won, but he earned it for sure. But I definitely got noticed, and everybody, you know, Shy came up to me after, and from there she wanted to work with me, and I was consistent with her, and it paid off because I showed her that I was as interested in this as she is, and I could see her vision. So from there we just clicked, and that was a year ago yesterday. So it's pretty crazy.
That's fire. You know, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's nice to hear that an artist is having a positive experience with managers. And, you know, in this industry,
yeah,
you see a lot of stories where you guys run into differences when it comes to music or taste. So that's always fire. Now let's get back to the music. You have this single out called Two Steppers. And it's the part of the video where I click it and you'll hear the record playing and they're gonna get a taste of that. But I wanna do something different. I need you, can you spit the first 8 bars of your verse to Two Steppers so you can give the people a feel on the camera of how you coming?
Yeah.
Got this bitch named Lauren on me, you could call me Ralph. Alopecia bitch, so when I'm fucking, I just grab a scalp. All your money Swiss cheese, so I could call you out. So I don't care for all your stupid actions, so I call you out. I can see it in your eyes, you need a readjustment, but you're never gonna change. You always be reluctant, all this shit be common sense, but you ain't making change. Flip the whip and almost died, you claiming.
And you can hear the rest if you want. Go listen, go stream it, please. Come on, run on my numbers.
Two Steppers, that's on all platforms right now. So, boom. Tell me the idea and the vision behind Two Steppers. When you went to record this song, what were you thinking? What were you feeling?
Really? All right. So this is a unique story in terms of like why I wrote this song. Yeah. So I'm not even giving you the backstory. I was at a pond. It's called Carver's Pond. It's in Bridgewater, like 15 minutes from where I live. I like to walk there in the summertime. It's good views. I sat there. I got KFC after work. I was eating a chicken sandwich at a pond, and I wrote Two Steppers. Now, my brother Brady passed away a week after my first show. My best friend, he lived across the street from me, my neighbor. Shout out Brady, because Brady put me on to the Detroit, Flint, that whole music scene, drill rap, right? I'd never heard that music before. He put me on to Rio, RMC Mike, fucking Babyface Ray, you name it. Like,
I love it.
So
Ray, he's a dope artist.
Right before Brady passed, I wrote my first fucking drill song. And after he passed, I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna keep doing this. That. So yeah, that day I went to the pond. I didn't even know what I was gonna do. I had this beat, and it's funny because it's like a hard ass beat, a hard ass song. But like
the trumpets blaring in the back,
and I'm like, yeah, I'm walking inside the club with my Two Steppers, and that song is like me thinking I'm with my brother. Like I'm walking with my brother. That's how I felt with Brady. So that's how he that legacy lives on, and that's why everyone loves that song. That means a lot to me because when I wrote it, I was in a tough place for sure. So yeah.
I could feel that, and I could see how.
Yeah.
Now when I'm rapping that record, I know it's gonna translate a little bit different for me now, and that's beautiful that Brady can do that for you, man. You know, RP to him, man, and he gave you a single. So it's 2025, Greg. You have a performance tomorrow in Texas, Houston, to be exact. Yeah. What is on the lookout for Greg in 2025? Are we looking at any new big singles, more tour dates, videos? What's coming next for Greg?
Leveling up in all categories, straight business in 2025. I took a step aside. I needed to visualize like how I'm approaching the game. I've learned a lot in the last couple months, so it's really like just applying pressure now. So it's, yes, videos, tour dates. I'm coming to every city nearby. Trust me, I will go anywhere. I'm flying.
I heard you're going to be in Atlanta in a few months.
Oh, we spinning it back. Atlanta showed us love. They showed us all love that first time we had to spin it back. So we're coming even deeper, even bigger visions.
You're on We Fam, ATL, correct?
That's right.
Make sure you give them a big shout out.
Yo, shout out to We Fam. Yeah, we're spinning it back with them. Shout out Rap Analytics. Come on now. They showed us mad love. So we showing it back for sure.
Yeah, man. So guys, you are now tuned into a VPR Radio Chi-Town DJ F.M.I exclusive interview. But before we close on out, you're a young man. You're trying to pursue something bigger than yourself with this music, and it could potentially change your life and your family's life.
Yeah.
What are some words of wisdom that you could give to some people that are pursuing the same path as you right now?
I would say persistence is key. This specific type of work is a roller coaster. Not every day is going to be rainbows and sunshine. Not every day you're going to be making money. You got bills to pay. You got real life shit that's happening, but you got to keep on going. So it's all about how hard you can fall 20 times, but get up 21. So just keep on going, and the work will pay off. If you're really putting in the work, there's nothing to fear. So that's that.
Let everybody know where they can find you at, Greg.
You can find me on all social media at Greg Molusky. That's GregMelusky. I'm about to start a TikTok this year, 2025. Greg James Music, YouTube, Greg James Music. Find me everywhere. Let's go.
Thank you for an amazing interview. My name is DJ F.M.I. This is Greg. Guys.
Prophecy, so I was bound to get the cash. Yeah, I do this shit with no effort. I just walk inside a club with my two steppers. Yeah, the 50 mile bro called lemon pepper. I don't care about